My first thoughts were deep sadness, shock, and just feeling such compassion. He was really one of the great old-time performers, recording artists, entertainers.
You've worked with a lot of artists over the years. Where does he, I mean, you said he's one of the greatest. What about him made him so unique?
Well, firstly, he really spanned decades of being the number one recording artist of all time. His influence on so many artists that I meet daily, all, if they talk about major influences on either their performing, their recording, their writing, Michael Jackson is so often at the top of the list. So he was monumental in the influence that he had, the hits he had, and of course he started as a child star, so his career spanned decades.
In terms of what his life was like, it's got to be, I mean, people right now are already talking about the stress that he was under in later years, but the stress and attention he has gotten from the time he was a little child, it is hard to imagine what that must be like.
Although he might have been used to stress, as far as being a performer at an early age, there was nothing really that compared to the preparation for this event that was to come up in London. He had been away from the recording scene, for the performing scene for a number of years. His more recent efforts were not as giant as obviously what distinguished him as an all-time performer. So him coming back and the length of time it's taken and the preparation to top anything that he had ever done before, the stress had to be so unique, even for someone in music and show business all of his life.
You've been working with Whitney Houston on what many are terming her huge comeback. Do you think Michael Jackson could have made a comeback?
I always felt that Michael Jackson could make a comeback. I always viewed him as an all-time performer with a unique voice and ability, so that it really would be in the material. And, I felt, because he and I had talked from time to time, that it really was the material, and I don't know what process he used to gather material, and I know the process was intimidating to him, but I always felt that with the right songs, Michael Jackson could be on top again.
What was he like one-on-one?
Well, whenever I dealt with him, and he did not record for me, but we did have interaction, and then I had my Grammy party each year. He would always call me and ask, well, who's going to perform at your party? And we would go over even the order of it. And during his litigation, he was always longing to come, but it was his lawyers at the last minute who advised him against it.